I don't think this man even lives in Japan. So, how does what's going on in Japan affect you in any way? And also, as a parent, you are responsible for what you expose your children to. Um, you are responsible for supervising them and monitoring what they watch and what they are exposed to, what kind of content or media or things like that they consume. So, if anything, I mean, people can decide for themselves what they want to watch, what they want to enjoy, and if you don't like it, then don't watch it or don't let your children watch it. But why do you want to now say that all cartoons and anime are bad or anything like that? I think the issue is um, you are upset that there are people capable of creating physical expressions of art. These are people who take what's in their imagination and bring it into reality to present it to an audience so that they can enjoy it and derive pleasure from it. This is something that you cannot do with your God. You cannot present your God outside of your imagination. If you look at anime, cartoons, music, sculptures, paintings, these are all things that come from what someone imagines, and they are all real things we can observe and touch and hear and appreciate. But you would rather have us obsessed with dedicating our lives to something invisible and non-existent. I mean, you're saying all of these things and you're talking about atheism and all of these, but let someone dare say something about Islam. It's almost as if, if it's not from Islam or anything, then it's bad. But other people can't enjoy anything outside of Islam, because there are cartoons that not all cartoons are bad, not all anime is bad, and I fail to see the relevance of Japan's atheism having to do with anything. Atheism is simply the lack of belief in gods, and outside of that, every atheist individual decides or makes decisions based on their own logic and reason. It's not because of atheism, or any decision they make isn't based on atheism. Atheism isn't a worldview or a religion or anything like that. Atheism doesn't have any doctrines that they can refer to that would support their actions. Every atheist as an individual acts based on their own logic and reason. So I don't see how anything that you are mentioning I don't see how what you're mentioning has anything to do with atheism or being an atheist. Taking all these people and putting them into a box. Just as you take all cartoons or forms of expression or media or anything like that and putting it into a box and saying it's all bad. But it's not all bad. Some are good, some are bad. I mean, are we going to be offended if someone makes a cartoon about the Greek gods? Because you say, oh no, this is promoting the worship of other gods, Greek gods. And they're promoting, they're encouraging children to believe in these things. But it's just a cartoon. Are we not supposed to use other forms of mythology or as inspiration for the art that we can create? Are we supposed to suppress our own artistic nature and not create things? I mean, it's kind of like how in South Africa things are really bad. People say, "Oh, where do you think these Pokemon come from?" People, though, it doesn't just come from nowhere. It's because these things actually exist. These are creatures that actually exist in hell, and it's satanic and it's demonic and it's shouldn't let your children watch these things, etc. Like, I mean, I'll even admit that cartoons about Moses, they are well animated, they are good. I'm not going to be upset just because the cartoon is about a religion that I don't subscribe to. I'm going to say it's bad. I don't think it's bad. It's good. The animation is good. But, like, are we not supposed to rely on mythology or mythological beliefs to and use it as inspiration? It's just weird. You're weird. People are simply taking what's in their imagination and turning it into something tangible, something observable, something that you can appreciate and enjoy. But, I mean, because not everyone is going to enjoy or appreciate Islam or has a desire to be Muslim or whatever the case may be. People can enjoy other things outside of Islam or outside of religion, even if it doesn't necessarily agree with your religion. But that's why it's your religion. Your religion prohibits you from certain things, but that doesn't necessarily apply to someone else. And why should it? If anime and cartoons and stuff bothers you that much, don't watch it. Don't let your children watch it. No one forces you to watch these things. You're telling me that Japan is somehow, shoving these things down your throat or forcing you to or putting it in your face? No. Turn off your device. Turn off your television or change the channel or turn off your phone. You don't have to watch these things. You don't have to be exposed. You don't have to expose your children to these things. Don't let them watch it. Simple. But why do you have to make people feel bad for these expressions of art?